Hello, I'm going to show you how to make the drawing for activity 132 number 9, the Trammel base plate. First, I clicked on the plus for drawing and I made the drawing, and now I click on the part. That looks like a good front view. Let's go ahead and put the right view. We don't need a top view because it's going to look pretty much the same as the right view. Let me go ahead and click on the front view, and then we'll make an isometric view up here. Looks good. I'm going to hit escape to get out of the projected view tool, and then I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose show shaded view. In my right view, I'm going to choose show hidden lines. That's going to show the hidden lines for the holes. I'm going to dimension the width in the right view. Zoom in. There we go. 0.24. Let's move that number on the outside, makes it a bit easier to read. Okay, now I'm going to click on the little center mark, and I'm going to make center marks for all 8 of these holes. Hit escape because I'm done with that. I'm going to just move my right view. Oops, I'm going to move my right view to the right. There we go. This gives me more room. I'm going to scooch this a little bit to the right because we're going to have a lot of dimensions. Okay, now D for dimension. I'm going to show the overall width, or overall height rather. I'm going to show the overall width. Now I'm going to show all of the dimensions from the left side. So left edge to this left edge. I'm going to put the number on the right. I'm going to go from the left edge to the right edge of the rectangle. Escape. Dimension, I'm not sure what happened. From the left edge to the right edge of the rectangle. I'm going to go from the left edge to these 2 holes. Both of the holes are the same distance. Now I'm going to go from the left edge to the right holes. And now I'm going to do from the left edge to the first set of holes. Put that on the outside. I'm going to go from the left edge to the second set of holes. I'm going to specify the width of our slot. Okay, so at that point, I've got all of the dimensions in the X direction. Okay, now I need to do all the dimensions in the Y direction. So I'm going to click the bottom. I'm going to do everything relative to the bottom. So from the bottom to this hole, I'm going to put the number on the outside so it's easier to see. From the bottom to our square. From the bottom to our hole. From the bottom to our square. What I'll do, because the square is on the left-hand side, it'll be easier to see if I put this dimension on the left. So I'm going to move this one 0.406 to the left. That way it's not on top of other. There we go, that's a bit better. Move the number so it's on the outside. There we go, it's a bit easier to read. Okay, D for dimension. I'm going to go from the bottom to this hole. Right, and then from the bottom, I'm going to do to this hole. There we go. And what I'll do is I'll escape and I'll move these around a little bit. I'll escape to get out of the dimension tool. up a little bit so it's a little bit easier to see them. Now I still need to dimension, D for dimension, from the bottom to the slot. When we do this, we move this one over to the right, move this one way over to the right, move this one way over to the right, gives me all more room. That's better. And then D for dimension, the bottom up to the slot here. Hit escape. That's how to do the drawing for the Trammel base plate. If we wanted to do the hidden lines for the holes, we could zoom in and click each of the hidden lines. There's a lot going on for the holes, which is why they're left out. It's hard to see which lines are for which. Definitely these two lines are representing this hole that's up here. It's hard to see because of the notch that's in the way. Oh yes, it is definitely between those two. Okay. And the lower one is hard to see because there's a lot of hidden lines. So I'm just going to leave the lower ones out because it's more complicated. All right. Okay, it looks like I forgot to dimension this hole right here. So let me go ahead and click on center mark, click on the hole. Now let me dimension from the bottom up to that hole. There we go. And then the last, we need to dimension it in the X direction. So I'll dimension from here to the left edge. Okay, that's our last dimension.